SFURTI, the scheme that can change the destiny of villages. Are you ready to become a part of this revolution? Just imagine. In a small village, the night is silent. A potter sits near his wheel making the last clay lamp. His hands move slowly, because in his mind there is fear. Will he even get work tomorrow or not? In a weaver's house, the loom runs till midnight. But there is worry on the face. There is so much hard work. But who will pay the right price? A woman who has been making handicrafts for years looks up at the roof and thinks, maybe this skill is no longer of any use. And at the same time, in some meeting room somewhere in the country, a decision is being taken. Now the village's talent will not just survive, it will shine. A scheme that is not just a plan, but hope. Not just funds, but the future. Not just assistance, but dignity. This is the story of SFURTI, the scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries, a government scheme that says, we have to make local into global and make every artisan realize that his skill is not useless, but priceless. Now the question is, what is SFURTI? Why is it so important? And how can a village, an organization, a cluster take support of up to 8 crore and completely change its life? We will understand all of this in this story. Because this is not just a scheme. It is the dream of millions of artisans who are still maintaining India's identity with their hard work, sweat, and skill. India's real strength is not just in the skyscrapers of big cities. The real India lives in villages, in mud houses, in hard-working hands, in those artisans who have been working for generations, handloom weavers, bamboo craftsmen, wood artisans, core industry workers, khadi makers, potters, bell metal workers, stone, metal, and handicraft artists. Without them, our culture would be incomplete, our identity unfinished. But the truth is that in the race of modernization, these people lag behind. No access to markets, lack of money, no machines, outdated designs, and the biggest problem, there is work, but no proper income. In such a situation, the question arises, should the government only look at cities? Or should it also hold the hands of those who turn soil into gold? This is where the story of SFURTI begins. This scheme started in 2005. The goal was clear, to not just save traditional industries, but to revive them, modernize them, connect them to the market, and lift them from mere livelihood to voice and respect. SFURTI says, if you are an artisan struggling alone, you will be brought together. If strength is scattered, it will be organized. If there's skill but no platform, a platform will be created. Meaning, providing skill, setup, system, and success, that is the work of SFURTI. How does this scheme work? It does not give small random grants. SFURTI organizes traditional industries of villages and towns in the form of clusters. Imagine a place where 3 Huey, 500, or even 800 artisans work together as one large unit. There is a common facility center for them. There are modern machines. Training is provided. There is branding and packaging. There are marketing experts. A system is created to connect them with online platforms. Export preparation is done. Meaning, a small scattered effort is transformed into a powerful organized industry. Now the biggest question, money. Because no dream is fulfilled without funds. This is where SFURTI becomes a game changer. The government supports a cluster project with up to 8 crore. Yes, 8 crore. This is not a small amount. It is a life-changing amount for any rural industry. And the most beautiful thing is that this money is not just announced, it is spent at the right place. There are 2 parts, soft intervention and hard intervention. Soft intervention means training, skill development, branding, packaging, design improvement, digital marketing, workshops, exposure visits. On all these, the government bears 100% of the cost. Meaning knowledge is free, new thinking is free, new ideas are free, The artisan's confidence is free. This is the kind of investment that strengthens any industry from within. Then comes hard intervention. This is the real infrastructure. Common facility centers, modern machines, processing units, raw material banks, warehouse, testing labs, and all those technical facilities that make an industry professional. Here, the government provides 75% assistance in normal states. But in the Northeast, Jammu Kashmir, and hilly states, this support goes up to 90%. Meaning where geographical challenges are greater, the government provides extra support. This shows that the scheme is not just a formality, but a strategy. Now the question comes, who gets this money? Can any individual artisan simply go and say, "Give me the money"? No. SFURTI is serious and organized. It is given to institutions, NGO, government and semi-government bodies, panchayats, cooperative societies, private institutions, CSR foundations, industrial organizations, and most importantly, SPVs, special purpose vehicles, meaning those groups that can professionally manage the entire cluster. In short, there must be a plan, a team, and execution. Only then funds will be granted. Because the government wants that the money is not just spent, but also delivers results. The application process is also modern, online. Physical running around, endless files, and just sitting and waiting culture, these have been minimized. Registration on the online portal, proposal submission, document upload, evaluation, and then approval. But approval is not just on paper. It is examined whether there's actually a cluster, whether artisans are truly ready, whether land is available, whether real work can happen. Meaning, intention is not judged, implementation is. Now imagine a village where earlier every artisan was alone, without resources, without market access, without confidence. That same village becomes a cluster with the help of SFURTI. Training is conducted there. People learn what today's market demands. Designs become modern. Products become attractive. Packaging becomes classy. Brand identity is created. Social media pages are made. They are connected to e-commerce platforms. They are sent to exhibitions. They are connected with buyers. Products that earlier only sold in local hearts now reach across the country. Some even reach international markets. And that Sam Potter sitting there, that weaver, that woman from a self-help group, suddenly feels, I am not just an artisan. I am an entrepreneur. This is SFURTI's real victory. It is not charity. It is not alms. It does not make anyone dependent. It empowers. It puts a hand on their shoulder and says, you can do it. And we are with you. Now let's talk from the heart. Today, the youth from villages run towards cities. Why? Because they feel that nothing can happen if they stay back home. This migration is not just the movement of population, it is also the breaking of dreams. SFURTI wants to change this mindset. It says, build industries in villages, create jobs in villages, set up factories in villages, let villages become self-reliant themselves. This is the true definition of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Self-reliance does not only mean big factories. It also means strengthening the capability of small artisans. Just imagine, if hundreds of SFURTI clusters are created in every state, if each cluster has 500, 700, 1,000 artisans, if every artisan has a stable income at home, children's education improves, respect comes into families, villages become economically strong, the burden of population on cities reduces, the country's economy becomes strong from local roots, and along with that, India's culture reaches the world. This is not just economics, it is also an emotional victory. But the story does not end here. SFURTI does not just provide machines and training, it gives identity. Earlier, artisans were only suppliers. Now they can become brand owners. Earlier, they depended on middlemen. Now they get direct market access. Earlier, their names used to disappear. Now they build recognition. Earlier, their skills were slowly dying. Now those very skills are becoming a family legacy. Now, let's talk practically. What should any institution or organization think about if they want to apply for SFURTI? First of all, clarity. Which traditional industry do you want to develop? How many artisans are there? Is there real work happening on the ground? Are people ready? Is there a team that can take responsibility? Is there long-term thinking? Because SFURTI is not a program where you just take funds and walk away. It is a continuous process. Proper planning is needed. Correct management is needed. Honest execution is needed. Only then does this scheme truly succeed. And yes, remember this too. Government supports, but it does not spoon feed. Responsibility is shared. If artisans are ready, institutions are committed, and policies are supportive, then the results are breathtaking. But if someone only comes for funds and implementation is weak, then the scheme starts to seem useless. That is why SFURTI is only for those who genuinely want change. Now let's talk about the benefits it gives. It does not just talk about increasing income. It gives dignity. It gives confidence. It creates social upliftment. It empowers women artisans. It gives youth a reason to stay in villages. It preserves culture. It pushes the economy from local to global. And it tells the nation, India is great not only because of AT and industry, but also because of its soil, its hands, and its traditions.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.